race fans? We got FRB coming to you live from the 805. Chris Paulham is here, and we got Front Row Esports about ready to kick off their truck series here, the 2025 Truck Series here at Texas. That's right, we can go big and bad here at Texas tonight. And, man, we got pretty good showings here for trucks. Yep, we got about 20 plus or so. So I think it's going to be a hot one here in the old town of Texas tonight. So, man, I'm pretty stoked, and thanks everyone for showing up and checking out tonight's race. All this brought to you by Moser Racing, Trek Racer, W Energy Drink, Starlink, of course, and Raptor Race Graphics. So, man, check out some of those fine trucks going to be presenting out there on track tonight. But, of course, yeah, Starlink, thank you so much for the awesome picture. And, of course, all you fans out there joining us for tonight's race. So it should be a good one. Let's check out the track and see what we have in store for these drivers tonight. All right, location 3545 Lone Star Circle, Fort Worth, Texas. Open 3rd of August, 1996. She got some history on her. Track 1.5 mile course, intermediate quad oval. And it's a tricky one too, with the turns 1 and 2, 20 degrees, 3 and 4, 24 degrees. You got 5 degrees on the stretchers, front and back, but it's that tri-oval, that quad oval right there. That's the trick. It's a fast line here at Texas. It's a big line. The track will widen up as the tires start to wear, but it is, I believe, going to be the fast, aggressive bottom line. And then, of course, really hitting that tri-oval with speed and trajectory, because again, that you might see some trucks get a little squirrel dog through there, and again, pushing, bump drafting. That's no buenos through there. I mean, you can hold on to her, but not for long. So like I said, I'm excited to see what these drivers have ahead of them in these big old trucks tonight here. Let's see how long. All right, tonight's stage is here, of course, brought to you by W Energy G. We got 160 laps for these dudes tonight. Stage 1, lap 35. Stage 2, lap 75. Stage 3, you're looking at 85 laps for these dudes. All right, let's check out our format and see what these drivers are up against. See how they're bringing it to the table. It's going to be a fixed setup for these drivers tonight here. So everyone's going to be in that same truck. And again, so adjustments is none. It's going to be all about the driver, your line, and how you go on to wheel this thing in and out of these turns. One backup truck in the hauler. You're going to try hopefully not to use it, of course. 4 sets of tires. And you got a pit window of 35 to 40 laps, somewhere between there. So we'll be seeing some hopefully green flag stops tonight, all pending. But let's see who is challenging for that championship in this 2025 season here. We got Brian Zimmerman. Oh, Zimmy is leading the way. Great job. Awesome work putting down some heaters on the track lately. You're last week's race winner. Check out the Bristol. Great race. Guys doing a really good job. Steve Johnson. I mean, you just can't say enough about this cat. Johnson Aviation, or Flight Services, sorry. Johnson Flight Services here. He'll get you where you need to go, and he'll get you in a hurry. But he's doing good work there. Only 17 points out of the race lead. See him in that second position. Third, Justin Gain, 21 points. Again, a couple, just a good finish here. And they're right there in the hunt. Kyle Wellman, 4th position, doing well in both Cup and Truck right now. Good for him. Same with Steven Johnson. Those guys are handling business on both platforms. Christopher Spencer, he's got that 63 points out, but he's rounding out that top 5. Tanner Morris right there in 6th. Nicholas Lamb 7th. Brian Beach, he's going to be in that 8th. And see on back, Chris Cummings in the 9th. Round out your top 10 is going to be a Daniel Rupik Jr. Matt Jones just outside that top 10. Look for big things to happen out of him. And of course, Tom Freitas, he better get his stuff in gear and get up there, because just outside the top 10, you got it, buddy. You got it, guaranteed. But we are looking for these qualifying results, and I believe they are here, and we are about ready to rock. So let's go ahead, get into the action. And again, not going to spend too much time in the jibber jabber in the beginning stages of this race. So let's go ahead and get into tonight's stage 1.
welcome on over to Raceland, race fans, as we got Kyle Wellman sitting on pole in the 42. Just talk about him in points. He looking to score something pretty happy tonight. So congratulations to him on that pole position. And give me one moment here as I'm getting everything spun up and ready to go for tonight's race. As we're going to select some drivers and see if we can get there. There we go. Get him on it. In and above it. Here we go. All right, Kyle Wellman sitting there nice and pretty on that P1.1. Daniel Rupik Jr. in the 72 sitting outside pole there. Steve Johnson in the 1 truck, 3rd position, right inside. Good starting position for these guys. Dylan Blankenship in the 99, 4th position. Chris Cummings in the 01. You're looking at him rounding out that top 5er. Scotty Stevens in the 02. You got that 6th position inside the top 10. Good job, bud. Brian Beach, same thing, 18 in that 18 truck. You're looking at that 7th position. 8th position going to be our points leader, Brian Zimmerman in the 28. So he's got a little bit of work to do, but he's still good. He's still looking all right. Chris Spencer in the 62, seeing him up there in the top 5 in points. He's in that 9th position right now. Chum Miller's going to be rounding out that top 10 in that 8 truck. BJ Mitchell in the 33, 11th position. Chad Meadows, he's going to go out, start this thing in the 8 and 12th position in that 88 machine. Matt Jones, all Jones in for a good finish with a 77 in that 13th position. Tanner Marr in the 4 truck in that 14th position. But he got some good company with him with the 32 of Tom Freitas as he's in that 15th position. 16th position is going to be Tom Stevens, and then Nicholas Lamb, Larry Bell. Again, these guys are all firing off right now. These guys are going to be the 16th, 17th, 18th positions, and then signing in a little late to the party is Mr. Hana Lagunas in the 27. Let's see if he can get one of those big mover awards and make his way to the front, as we got everybody kind of firing up and getting ready to rock. Got some sign-ins but no shows, as Kyle Wellman's going to be leading us off here and getting ready to drop their green flag in stage 1. All right. Let's get things ready to go, shall we? Ah, there they are. Okay, I'm going to check sound, make sure we can hear these trucks nicely, and see if I can match it.
Green, green, green.
But we are green all kinds. Let's go get some of Texas. Kyle Wellman leading the way, the 72, big jump right there with him. He's going to look like he's going to roll and slow it just a second. Make sure you don't get no DQ on that start. But we're off to a good start. Johnson in that 1 is going to try to take over that 2nd position. 72 of Rupik Jr. is going to hide on the outside on his exit out. We've got Chris Cummings at 99 and Blankenship. Those guys are going to go side by side, looking for that 4th position. Battle between that top 5. Try to get these track positions in the beginning. This is what's crucial here. Get the position, get settled in. We got contact between the 5th and 6th positions. Now it's going to be the 01 and 99. Those two went door to door, literally coming across our finish line, as these guys are just barely getting up to speed, get some heat in these tires. And we're going to see these things beating and banging. We got some more fights and battles happening between the 62 of Chris Spencer, I believe. No, scratch that. The 18 and the 02. 02 of Scotty Stevens on the bottom here, 18 on the outside. Brian Beach is going to let him kind of slide up right there, going to follow in suit. But we do have another side-by-side continuing with the 01 at Chris Cummings and the 99 to Blankenship working that bottom line, the 01. Working that mid to nice and easy off, but here comes the 99 sliding up in front. He's going to cross him over. This 01 is going to look for the bottom. But we got some wiggles and slip-ups here out of the 42. That's going to blow and slow him up his trajectory and momentum here as Johnson's looking for the outside, but Rupik Jr. is looking to put some pressure on him. That's what it's all about there. Put the pressure in the beginning. And these guys are doing so. Rupik Jr. now in that 2nd position. Kyle Wellman just trying to hold him off. I don't know if he can, though. We got Johnson. He's all up in the fight. And just looking. I love his truck, too. His truck's a P51. And so, you know, that thing's built for combat. And he's up here in tight combat with that trying to get that 2nd position back. As Rupik Jr. fighting a good line and a good fight, good battle on the outside. Nice run by the 72 off, and woo, that was super close to that wall. Those guys are going to continue on. Just kind of drift back through our pack and take a gander through. These guys are all lined up single file. Looks like the hottest battles are going to be up in that forward positions of Steve Johnson, Daniel Rupick, and Chris Cummings. Chris Cummings, good look off his bumper right now. Chris Cummings 01. Looking back off him and looking at the 99 of Blankenship. Blankenship just kind of hold steady, hold fast, stick right here. He's in the top 5. He likes where it's at. Now try to settle in. But these guys ain't. The battle's still continuing. Steve Johnson on the bottom, working a good line here as the 72. He has that mid to outer line. He's going to start to really abuse that right front. Now you see the 72 kind of sliding up the track there, really putting some heat in those tires. He's going to have that run off, but that is going to start to destroy those tires further on as the one's running the bottom. But the one's not going to have that launch off either, so that's going to be, you see that wiggle out of the one truck as he's just trying to keep it pinned down to the bottom and roll into that throttle. Take a ride with Steve Johnson here, the one where all the action seems to be laying here. See him trying to get a hold of the wheel here, see how this exit's going to be out. Calm down ever so slightly, is looking for his next run. One of Chris Cummings, he's just kind of chilling, but these two are going to go side by each as we got the 02 Scotty Stevens and the 99 of Blankenship. These guys were going a little tango for tango a few laps ago. 02 was on the bottom. Now we're going to kind of flip it up here and see what the 99 is going to have to offer. Try to get that launch off the bottom. He just can't get there. That's going to stall him up and bring the 18 of Brian Beach right to his bumper. I had it there. Almost. Yeah, there's a run. Now what can he do with it though? There's the issue, because especially when he has company of Brian Beach in the 18 right there on his 6s. He's looking for that low line, looking for that launch off. 99 trying to pave it out. 18's going to get in a good bite off. Again, these are all fixed setups, so it's going to be about how you manage your throttle, in and through your center and off. Your entries in. You see the 99 kind of hitting that white line down there on the apron. Kind of loosen him up. 18's all over his bumper, but right now we have Kyle Wellman leading the way, but ever so slightly, as you see the 72 of Rupick Jr. now working the bottom line and starting to close the gap on the race leader, Kyle Wellman. Your pole sitter in tonight's race has been in control and in charge of the race since the drop of the green flag. 72's now working right up on his bumper. Let's see what the 42 is going to have for him. Ladies, he's going to push the issue, continue to hold on to that clean air and control the race pace. 72 of Daniel Rupick Jr. all over the bumper. He's like, I'm trying to get some right now, put the pressure on him. But again, it's going to be about that tire wear as well. You'll see up here on the top right-hand side of your screen here at lap 35. That will be the end of stage 1. So stage 1, of course, can balance it of the tire usage through this first 35 lap run. We're going to have the fuel to make it, close to. There's here he goes, looking for the dive and looking for the run. 42 kind of went up the track, but he's going to have that momentum out. They're going to go door to door. 72 is going to slip up. The one of Steve Johnson's going to go ahead and take. Almost. Now he's bad loose, holding on to her. Woo! He got all kinds nasty happy coming out of T right there. And he was saving it all the way down the backstretch, and then he loses a tremendous amount of time on the race leader. Chris Cummings just sneaks right by him. And now we're going to be slowed and rolled up here even further as there's something wrong with Johnson as he's out the groove. Way up high to the outside. We're going to go 2, possible 3. Yep, 3 wide. Oh, almost 3 wide. 18's looking for it. He is looking for it. Possible 3 wide action. Got a little traffic jam behind the 02. 01 just kind of triggered a little something to open on the one. And Stephen Johnson is going to go and take that high line to the back dope and settle in behind. At least some of this is. You see him completely out of the groove here. Yep, and he get out of the groove again. So he's going to back this truck up and go to the back end of this crowd and see what's going to happen. Whoa! Woo! Real close high to the outside. Things are getting tighter on this Johnson. There you go. He's going to find a hole here. He's going to settle back in. Wellman is still leading the way, but Rupik is, he just kind of maintaining patience. And here he goes, going for the dive for the bottom. And he just can't get that thing cleared. So right now is a good chance and a good opportunity to run what this truck's going to have to offer on, passing. And, what it's going to take to get past somebody. If it's going to take some bumper, little chrome horn action, or is it just not going to be possible? So let's go start working on our playbook throughout the race here. That's what the 72 is trying to size up the 42 right now. I'm sure of it. Take it right on board. Kyle Wellman leading the way, but Junior. And he's just kind of pacing along with him. He goes for it's like he's not really going for the bottom for the pass to get past him, just kind of running his line, and they're going to let the stage play out, see how this thing, when it comes down to the last 35, at close to 35 laps. You're seeing some single file action, but nope. Oh, just as I get off the lead battle here, they go again. So he's starting to put more and more pressure on him. Maybe just trying to figure out that run. How am I going to be able to get past and get up enough where I can stall him up and clear? See, now if I was Rupik here, and if I'm having trouble passing him on the bottom, I'm going to be looking to try to get him on the outside and try to take him around on the outside. Oh, watch out for the wall! Oh, man! That was huge tank slapper there, and these trucks are very aero sensitive on that right-hand side, especially toward that right rear. So that may hurt him, depending on how hard he hit that. But look at this cluster, shaping up here. Little formation flight here. Oh, we're going to have some contact between the 62 and the 02. 02 rubbing that bumper right there, almost getting him out of control. And that actually slips up the 02. He's going to slide out to groove, and he's going to try to follow. But we got a side-by-side action again with the 18 and the 99. These two just won't give it up. 99 now is going to be under attack by the 62 of Spencer. Spencer's trying to do a 2-for-1 sell, which look at the closing capacity ratio in the trucks right now. Not a good idea. Because it just doesn't seem like you have that kind of momentum to generate to get past someone at this moment. I mean, maybe if the tires wear a lot more, then that's possible. But I mean, at this moment, I'm thinking, it's going to be super difficult. You're seeing now the 99 and 18 still going at it, door to door, just inching by. The 18's trying to get by him, can't clear. Now does, slips up in front of him. Took him a while to get there, and again, the 18 tried the bottom, tried the top. So it's, I don't know. This is going to be one of those, a chess match here. Absolutely, setting your stuff up for that pass 10 laps down. I mean, you really got to see the future here. Do like a back to the future style of run here. Really look into the forward here and see what's going to happen. As we look and see what's happening here, the 42 is starting to check out on Daniel Rupik Jr. in the 72. So Wellman is on something right now. Wildman Wellman kicking some butt and taking some names. Actually, about 20 names right now he's taking. All right, because he just put this thing on pole and is controlling this race pace. You got car way down off track here. Ooh, look at this. There's always some hot action here in this 77. Oh, Jones and here in the 77, Matt Jones in 11th position, looking to get inside that top 10, get them points. That's what he needs. Get them stage points. Just right there, and there's a great battle going on in front. So pretty sure if he kind of rides his boat nicely through this, he may be able to get some. But he has a 32 of Tom. He's actually kind of holding strong right now as well, trying to get stout about this thing. And he's going to go for the battle against Chad Meadows. Chad Meadows is under fire now by the 32. 32 is going to try to clear. He does. Swoop. And gets it now to see if the 72 could follow in suit here as the 88's a little ruffled. Chad Meadows trying to hold on to that top 10. We did see some battles happening. Yes, we do. 18 of Brian Beach He is under attack all kinds by the, oh man, wiggles off too, as the 01 and the 62 almost collide there as those guys were going for the same real estate. Chad Meadows and the 88, now they're going to go at it. Fight's underway. 77 on the bottom, a little more preferred-ish line, but will not get that exit. He's going to have to struggle and try very hard here to get out and clear this 88. 88's working this high to midline. He does, clears and gets underneath. Can he get out in front? 88's not going to have a chance to cross back over. Instead, he's going to get right there on his bumper, give him a shove down and try to mosey on as Chad Meadows is understanding that there is more business to be had behind him here as Hunter Lagunas is marching forward. BJ Meadows is in the attack mode as well on that 33 machine. Looking hot rodish fast down here on the bottom. Saving some tire, working it for the end. Lap 26 out of, oh, we got contact. We do the 27 and Lagunas, and there we go. Crashing. Yellow flag, 88 and the 27 of Hunter Lagunas. Get together there out of 2. Frustrations out of those drivers as you see some donuts to be had is, oh man, slight contact led to more contact. Drivers just not wanting to give. Let's see what it's going to see how this all played out. All right, won't slow it up. We do have the, again, 88 of Chad way high to the outside. So he's out this groove, but he's going to come in this thing floored. So he's going to try to bring it down to come down to the door of the 27. Let's watch 27 of Lagoons. Goodness is, he's on a tear out. That truck had one trajectory, and that was to the fence. More or less, he'll catch it at the end. And that 88, because I'm sure he was just guessing that the 88 was going to be nowhere near him on his exit out because he was outside the group. But the 88 came out of 2, out of the high end there, and came out with so much speed, he caught up right door to door with him. So I'm not sure if that was possible, just not even knowing that he was going to be there, thinking that he was going to be clear because he was so far out. See this right here. This is outside. He's inside. Oh man. So maybe the 88, he was thinking the 88 was going to go high to the wall on his exit, but the 88 cut it short and brought it down to the middle on his exit. So I'm not sure. Racing for the same line? Possibly. So we got some damaged trucks out there. They do got a truck in the hauler, so these guys will be back in it. But it's not a good time to be using up that spare truck in the hauler. So we're gonna see some guys look like they're gonna be flipped in some scripts here, as we got some guys who pitted and some guys who didn't, I think. As we're right around the corner from stage 1 in, so it's gonna be about points. Absolutely. My call is going to be, I think, stay out, get them points, and, get those tires and try to rip through the field again, I guess, because these guys are going to be on some older tires. But Brian Beach stayed out, 6'2", Chris Spencer. A lot of these guys, they're a little further back in points right now. They want to challenge these leaders. They want to get up there, and especially having some of these guys that are up there in that top 5 in points, that are a little mired back in some pretty good traffic right now, as you see them all stacking up here. But Johnson is in that 10th position now. He's going to, and Zimmy, he's in 9th. Those are your point leaders at the moment. And, again, so these boys up here, they're looking forward to trying to gain some ground on that race lead, on that points lead. We got the lights out on the page truck. We're about ready to go back green again. Brian Beach going to lead us out. Now, the other trick thing is, too, you get some tires, whatnot, you're going to flip it. And, if you do one or two things, race through the field with them fresh tires and still win the stage. But it's going to hurt you in stage 2. I don't know. There's a few different ways you can style this thing and to serve it up. Right now, we're going to see how the 18 and the 62 are going to dish it out here for the last 5 laps in stage 1. Points are on the table. Let's see who's going to get some. So you have a quick moment. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in tonight's race. If you're enjoying what you're hearing so far, feel free to hit that like and subscribe and show that support. Really appreciate it. Over here at the FRB camp. As we got Brian Beach, he's going to go ahead and drop the hammer as we're trying to finish off stage 1. Gets a good start. 62 is going to fall right in on his bumper, get into that second position. They're going to go nose to nose. Yeah, coming out of 2 here, and we're going to see how Cummings and Blankenship. They're going to tally it up. 99 at Blankenship. 42. We got a truck sideways, and that's going to be, I believe, Nicholas Lamb in the 67. We're going to go caution again. So possible contact, or is this let's check it out. It was big group. Oh, whoops, wrong button. My bad. All right, so this is a big group right here, it seems. So we got trucks moving the way around. We're going to be looking at the 67 at green and black truck. Between the 9 and the 8. 8 looks a little sideways. He is sideways. 8 is sideways like all kinds. He's going to go and correct it. Oh, but he's loaded and slowed up. That checks up right in front of the 67 as he was coming out on his exit. Gets the 8 sideways. He's going to recover, but the 67 will not as he locks him up, checks it up. 27 is going to get by, and that's going to bring us out in caution. So whatever strategy he had, if it was new tires or something like that, that was just spoiled by that bark slide around, and out of 2. We are under caution once again, looking for that stage 1 end. We are getting close here. Again, the stage ends at lap 35, and we're on lap 32 now. So again, I believe we'll go back green, a quick little shootout. This could be interesting. Oh, man. So if I'm anywhere near the front, I'm going to go for it. Because all it's going to take is one little slip up from those 2 fighting, and you can get it. You can get that 2 for a big gain. Lots of points. Again, that's what it's all about. Not again. So this is our free advertisement from McPhee. I would never. This is expired. I don't like them ever, and they're horrible, or I don't know, but it won't ever go away, and I can't get rid of it. Anyways, I'll have to look that one up. I keep forgetting to do so. All right, that's your ghost sponsor of the evening. Fantastic, ain't it? All right, but we are looking for this thing to end here on a green checkered here, not a yellow. So yeah, they'll have a couple laps to shoot this thing out and dice it out to get some points. So it's gonna be that short run, get this thing up to speed. But we've seen how treacherous that can be for the 67, as had truck just get a little sideways in front of him, and man. All right, here we go. One more lap around, and then we're gonna send this. That's what I was thinking about. When it comes to Texas, right? Everything's bigger, it's better, right? It's awesome, it's badass. I love Texas, right? They say go big in Texas. But, I mean, I don't know if they go big enough, is my question. All right, that's my thing. Because they always say, well, we go big and go home. Well, unfortunately, I have to disagree with this one. If you're going big, all right, in general, or at least in my theory, if you're going to go big, you're not going home afterwards. You're going to the hospital, and then you're going home. That's how you know you went big enough, okay? So that's my question for all you Texans out there, all right? How big do you really go? I mean, y'all make it to the emergency room as much as I do? That's a good question to be had, actually. 18 of Brian Beach can try to answer that one for us as he's going to take this field to the green flag. get there. I mean, it's a big truck. We can't really bully this one around. I mean, if it was one of them little pace cars or something, I'd get up there and rear the crap out of him. But don't do it to that big old Chevy. I believe it's a Chevy, right? Got to be a Chevy. Yeah, it is a Chevy. Come on. Shoot. All right. Let's launch these jokers one more time. Come on. Keep them squared away. Let's see it. 18 of Brian Beach.
Green, green, green.
He going to show us the magic. Oh, the 62 is. Because the 62 is gone. Chris Spencer on the outside. Maybe he chose the outside where that was the race leader. I don't think so, but we'll have to kind of look that over as we got 3 wide behind him, the 72. Here comes the 42, racing up, and we got cautions and truck sideways, and oh, we are wrecking. What the hell was that? Got caution out, and everybody wrecked. So I'm going to be very curious to see how this one went down. You see this, we watched the 42 just come roaring through the field here. 3 wide behind us here. Now watch the 42. Center of the 3 wide. That's going to be the 18 to 62. Takes him out. That's going to wrap up the 01. Oh my goodness. And the 01's going to be a hook, line, and sinker to the outside. As what the hell? This is insane. Oh, yeah, 01's in the mix too, so he's in the fight. He's on the bottom trying to get some. The 42's going to come, and Captain Fly through a whole, thing. 18's going to slide up, so he's going to lose it right there. Maybe the 42 had it, but 18 just kind of slides up into the 62, gets him sideways. 42 slips through them. Those two are going to get a hit. Now, who was the one who just whacked the hell out of the 18? The 01, let's see, no brakes. Oh, now he locks him up. All right, now we're going to lock him up. After we get in the middle, yeah, there we go. And then just detonation, the 32. Oh, yeah, we got to ride along board of this one. This is going to be great. This is going to be awesome. Here we go. On board of the 32. There we go. Wait for it. Ah! Oh! Oh, goodness. I'm sorry, Tom. I don't mean to laugh at your pain, but I kind of have to. It's my job. But now the 67 Nicholas Lamb is leading the way here after that huge nar of a wreck. And let's kind of see where we're at so we're at lap 36. I'm not sure who stayed what, where, when, and how for our top 10, but we're going to let them all sort it out. Nicholas Lamb's leading the way. Steve Johnson's there in that second position. Brian Zimmerman third. Kyle Wellman fourth. Tanner Marr is rounding out your top 5. So I think that's how it landed for that lap 5. Caution came out during that, so we're going to have to under review. How's that one? There we go. All right, we're going to take ourselves a quick break. Be back here for the start of stage 2. Stick with us.
Miles per hour, last seen heading northbound.
Unit 12, acknowledging dispatch. Already in pursuit.
I'm looking for something. Something I do not understand. Ready? Because there's no going back.
welcome back, race fans. Stage 2 underway. Green flag, Lucas Lamb go ahead and takes the green flag, gets out to a drag race with the one truck of Steve Johnson. Johnson on the outside trying to battle with him and try to get that clean air and race control as we look at the 42 of Wellman trying to stay right there in tune with these guys. Brian Zimmerman, the 28. All these guys looking good for their stage 2 start. Top 5, that's where you need to be. Oh my goodness, moving on up. Man, almost biggest mover, but our biggest mover is going to be Nicholas Lamb, who's under attack from the one of Steve Johnson. This ought to be good. Right on board. Woo! There you go, SteveJohnson.com for that Johnson Aviation. Oh, backed off him right there. Right, there you go, that's it. Luigi, that's awesome. So he backed off, let him have it there, let him take off for a little bit. And maybe that's a smart thing to do, a good ploy. Get on their bumper, put some pressure on him, let him sail off into the wind for a little while, and all of a sudden he'll look up, check up, and say, oh goodness, I think maybe I might overcook my stuff, but who's overcooking himself back here? Heck yeah, 72 on fire right now on the bottom. Looking for a puzzle 3 wide, and we got someone sideways trying to hold it. Oh, we got still someone else around.
Caution, yellow flag.
BJ Mitchell is around in the 33. That all started with a little bit of a stack up. Oh. Man, that's a bummer. Hold on a second. So it said Brian Beach, but that's... All right, hold on. We're going to try to find our trouble spot there. We seen that it was a 33 of Mitchell. Oh, right there. So for some reason, took me there. That's okay. We got him. We got him now. So this all kind of starts up in front of him here. So the 72 goes underneath him, right? Oh, the 8 slid up into the 77. Ouch! And the 77 saves it. So this all starts with the 8. I believe, yes. So this all starts with these two, and that stacked those two up. Man. All right, so we're going to go with Matt Jones here. Oh, Jones in. So the 8's going to slide up. Bam! He takes a shot. Hold on to it. Yeah, baby! And both those guys save it, but they wrecked the 2 behind them. So the 18, 18 had a good truck as well. So Brian Beach gets involved, and the 33 of BJ Mitchell get involved right there. I just seen, so that fight, the 8 getting into the 77, saved by the 77, and then it checks up these guys right here. So watch that 88. Okay, and then the 33 comes back up, and oh man, and then okay. So the 18 went for avoidance right there, and then just lost the truck, got it all out of whack on its camber. Spins it around. Don't look like getting a lot of damage or anything to those trucks. So hopefully they can just do a quick little repair, get it back going again. But again, now you're back here in that danger zone. Johnson in the 1, leading the way. Zimmerman in the 28, outside. Last week's race winner, Brian Zimmerman. Now we got Tanner Marr and the 499 of Dylan Blankenship and the 43 of Larry Bell. I'm talking about Larry here in a minute. What's up, dude? Welcome to the top 5. But you do have some guys who are pitting here. We have Chris Cummings. Let's see if we get, there we go. Get some eyes on the target here. Spencer's in. Brian Beach, yeah, he's out, but trying to get that servicing done. And then Morrison in the 69er. We haven't seen or hardly heard anything of the 69er tonight. I need to get to him, but I don't recognize his truck. So maybe it was a start and park or something, because I didn't really see him running. But right, so we're under another caution here in tonight's race. But things are just starting to get spicy. It's all good. Quick little contact there, but we're ready to fire him off one more time. So Johnson definitely leading the way. 28 is Zimmy, going to be out on the outside. With Mr. Tanner Marr up here in that top 5 right now too. All right, looking for some fireworks starting to get lit off. So got a good group truck in. A lot of position to be had. Some laps to wind down. So off to a little bit of a drag start, but we'll speed it up though. We'll speed up. We're gonna get in the rhythm, and find the rhyme, because we have no reason. So, all right, Zimmerman 28, Johnson leading us out of this thing. We're gonna try to go green once again. See some go fast here out of these trucks. All right, looking for that Geico go fast zone. There it is.
Green flag, green flag.
And it's green all kinds. Come on. All right, we're gonna shift some gears, spool these things up. Cluster right here. Jones leading the way. Matt Jones trying to rip it out of 2. He's gonna go. He's got some mad company on the 99 to Blankenship on his outside with the 27 all on his bumper. This is gonna get spicy for sure. Woo, getting tight. 27, he's under attack right now as well. 67 of Nicholas Lamb going to take him 3 wide. 18's going to take him on the bottom. 27's going to back out of that, get behind the 18. All this happening right behind the 77 of Matt Jones. And of course, the 99 of Blankenship. Blankenship gets past both of them here now. Blankenship looking back from the 99 here in 6th position. That's 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. All right outside that top 10. Everyone's looking for a fight for the same position, and they're moving on forward. Holding strong. 77 on the bottom. 18's kind of looking mid, and a little bit higher off is going to be that 67 of Nicholas Lamb. Lamb's now going to have himself some company. Big fight right here with these guys. Let's kind of look forward as we got Brian Zimmerman in the 28. 72 of Daniel Rupick Jr. Those guys look like they may start the battle. Yes, they are. The 72's going to try to cross them up and cross them under. The 43 of Bell, he's going to rock and roll on the outside. The 99's going to come underneath him. We got a possible 3 wide action about ready to kick off here. We do have a 3 wide action. 77 of Jones on the 5, trying to hold her. Does 67 manhandles that middle line, and outside is going to be the 42 of Kyle Wellman, going to rock around the 43. 42, 43, big 3 wide, hold on to it, 43, yeah! Larry Bell, what a good job, man. Straightening up that truck. 77 going to see that well and check up. What a cluster of awesome racing we have right here for you, ladies and gentlemen. What position to be had? Every position to be had. Johnson, oh, you want to see a picture? Let's give us a picture. Oh, right, weird. No, I'm like trying to, wrong one. I'll find it. There it is. There's the picture. This is a race, your race leader, and of course, Brian Zimmerman. And he has that cluster of truck. Everybody back there fighting for it, trying to get there. Now it's starting to settle off just ever so slightly, but not between Daniel Rupick Jr. and the 99 of Blankenship. These guys have battled a little bit earlier. The 18 and the 99s went to tango. Now they got the 77 in the mix. Jones trying to get some. Working his way forward here. Inside that top 10, maybe looking for more. Whoa, get to the bottom there. Gonna hang out the 72. 72 had to lift. Check up for the 4. The 4 of Tanner Marr on the outside trying to get business done. Does get business done. Outside, we got contact with the 42. Oh, and more contact. 42 kills a lot of people. Oh my goodness. That happened in front of us. That's kind of crazy. Wow. All right, so this is gonna be a lot to go over right here, because this is gonna suck. Absolutely. Okay, so this is gonna be a battle between the 42 and the 67 of Wellman and my man freaking Lamb. So Nick Lamb peels it out on exit there. Goes door to door here, big time. Those guys gonna slam more door, connect, all kinds. Now they're both gonna drive it into the fence. That's a hook line, a double hook line and sinker here. And now it's just gonna be, yep. Let's go ahead and pop smoke in front of the entire field. Why not? And spin in the middle of the track. No one knows where to go, what. Then all of a sudden the 42 shoots down to the bottom where everyone was going to clear and takes out the 72, the 9. Wow! So, I don't know what the... Holy but Jesus. That is just insane. Okay, let's try to back it up and find ourselves another victim to look over here from this. Let's go to the 72. So that's a 67. 67 is gonna push up there, right? Again, he's gonna come off the bottom. Yeah, that truck kind of just takes off there. 42 is gonna try to hold him tight. He's trying to keep it down. He doesn't. He gets up into him, and then the next one that's gonna be a 72. There he is, and the 77 of Jones. So here's 3 wide. Oh, man, this is going to be a good view right here, actually. See if we can get to the 77. Oh, yeah, let's back that up. This is going to be good right here. So let's take a hood ride here, hood ornament style of thing, roof cam from Jones at speed. So these guys turn 4 wide. Boom, he ducks. Wow, man. Wow. As everybody else, those guys just get clobbered right there. See that? So he dips, goes underneath him. Those guys come down and get clobbered. 43 makes it. Yeah, 43, baby. That's right. Good job. So some drivers missed that catastrophe, but Zimmerman out leading the way. Blankenship. Now Jones in the 3rd position, plus 10 positions. Nice. Good job for you. Heck yeah. Dodging that one. Scotty Stevens skating through it. 18. He's had himself a roller coaster so far, but see if he can get that truck a little bit further up in the field. Chad Meadows. Yep. Yeah, he's been there. Johnson's now in the middle of the stuff, you know? Uh-oh. Watch out back there, Johnson. It's like minefield and stuff back here. Okay. Same thing with Tanner Marr. Oh, goodness. So you got some hot rods back here and some Parkers. Oh, yep. All right, Zimmerman, 28, leading the way. We're going to go lights out on that truck. So that means business is about to be unleashed, or at least some controlled chaos is. Blankenship in the outside now. I believe this is the furthest up, on this ladder that he's climbed. Jones definitely, and Hunter Lagunas right behind him. Oh, Lagunas! Okay. Big start by the 28. Exactly what he needed. 99's going to try to follow in suit, but does not. Kind of checked up there. Little dog start from the 99, I think, and the 27's all over his bumper. 77's trying to get something here. He is. Yeah, but he's got some company. The 02 of Scotty Stevens all over his bumper here. And you got to see the top 3 trying to get away. And we got a 3 wide going for the 1 of Johnson, the 88. Of Chad Meadows and Beach on the outside. He's going to split those guys, go right through the center, and just checks out instantly. I'm gone. You got the 01 backed up between the 42 now of Wellman. Wellman's just stuck in all kinds of stuff right now. This is not going to be pretty. Pressure's on, and there's lots of laps left yet to be had. People on different cycles and different strategies on tires. Wise, you see the 42 kind of negotiating his way through traffic there as the 18 and 88 slowed up and load up, and that's going to continue. They got Blankenship now I believe he is out of the picture. That was a 99. This was. Zimmerman still leading the way. Hunter Lagunas in that 27 truck. He is second position now. Heck yeah, good job, dude. Good run. 02 Stevens. Scotty Stevens rocking that 02 the way it needs to be rocked right now, man. Fast. Around the bottom, launching off for all kinds of power and grip. Dude, Scotty Stevens showing some freaking awesome driving this evening. As you know, he's gonna work both the high and low lines. The low line in 3 and 4 you've seen, 1 and 2, he's gonna have that high run off. 77 now is gonna get underneath them on the bumper, but there's a lot of heat in this kitchen here as the one truck of Johnson try to work his way forward in that mid to high line. Mid to high line has the momentum and gets real close to that fence though, as that got tight, super tight. Drag race now. Still gonna go side by side. 02's gonna push up. He's gonna lose the nose of that thing, and that's gonna stall him out. That's gonna put the 77 underneath his door. Now the 77's gonna have a chance to drive by. That's what happens in this traffic here. If you get stalled up one little bit, you can lose one, multitude of positions. As the 27 is stalled up and rolled up here, as the 1 is just gone. He has them tires. He has that program obviously set. But again, this is going to be the strategies at the end where you have the tires to have that strong finish. You can get them points. Here comes Johnson now. He's going for the race lead. He has the tires. He's going to use it and use them now. Good drive off. There we go. And see, Brian Zimmerman, he's going to try to sit the red on his bumper. And now Johnson's going to try to roll it up. Just ease up on his bumper. See how once Zimmerman got to his bumper here, the front of his truck just took off, right? He had no downforce on that nose, and that he just couldn't get the grip through the center. So you have to you got to manage that when you're coming through the center of the turn. You want to have that run after, on exit, not really on that run in. That run in, and then you try to hold that center with no downforce, so you're going to skate right up on you and slow him up big time. So now the 1 of Johnson, he's going to go try to check out for a little bit, kind of chillax and get in cruise control, as everyone else is doing the same. Matt Jones has worked his way up into 3rd position. Heck yeah, great run, probably one of his best runs thus far in the season here, as he's now in podium position, or close to be here. In that third spot. Hunter Lagunas kind of falling back, but again, we do have different tire strategies in play at the moment here. A lot of cautions were thrown at awkward times, so we're going to have guys trying different things to stretch out this stage, get them to stage 2, work them into those points, all those things that they have to try to accomplish. Here comes the 01 of Chris Cummings. 01 looking for the bottom, gets underneath the 02. Oh no, sorry, that's the 02 of Stevens. He gets underneath the 01 of Cummings, as you got the Chris. He looked like he got a little wicked wicks, little snappy snap loose out there. Now he's going to get a drive off the bottom here. Same thing happens with the 02 on the outside, getting a little wobbles there. And we got the 27 of Lagunas. He must be having some damage or something like that, or his tires are toast because he's on a different strategy. But because he's falling back something fierce, man, hitting the brakes. 4 truck and Tanner March trying to hold on to that top 10 position, maintain his points run. That is the crucial thing. You're getting stage points every single race. That's going to keep you in contention for this thing in playoffs. It's all about the big picture here. As you got battling happening here, Nicholas Lamb involved in some contact a little bit earlier in the race. Is now trying to make his way back through here and climb again. As he's now in 14th position, going to be your biggest mover. 15th position now if you can get cleared of Brian Zimmerman. So again, we're looking at different strategies of tires. So we're going to have different comers and goers in tonight's race as we are nearing the end of stage 2. And this is going to balance it out, I think, in stage 3, where everyone's going to try to will kind of land, I think, on the same, the last same format here. Everybody gonna watch the full tank of that go-go juice and some Ford Freshens. Johnson, I believe, yeah, he has stretched it out. He's gone. He checked out. That's the field here. Chris Cummings down the 0-1. He's gonna take that 0-1 all the way up. And Matt Jones, he's under attack, under fire right now. His tire's giving up, so he's just trying to hold on right now. Got to hold on there, 77. As he is, though, but he has got a lot of company. Here comes Tanner Marr. Let's take a ride with Tanner. See how he's doing. Oh, he got company. Big company. 0-2 Stevens gonna look for the outside. Does. Gonna go for it. And then, we got somebody on. Who was that? Somebody was on load and slowed here. That's a 72, I believe, of Daniel Rupick Jr. He is rode and slowed up something fierce. I don't know if he got caught up in something, got loose, got wicked loose, got a good save. We just missed it. But, yeah, he's slowed up right now. Johnson ain't, though. He's still going. Seems like the other one's starting to reel him in ever so slightly, but I don't know if he's not going to have enough time if he's just going, at that pace. We're going to have ourselves 5 laps left remaining in stage 2. Brian Zimmerman, holy hell. Well, watch out. You got close to that outside wall right there. That was good stuff. 77, he's still in the fight. Marr, he trying to show him what fighting all about. Trying to monster his way on up into that top 5 and does. 4th position now as he clears the 28 of Brian Zimmerman. Zimmerman, who's going to take that lane down, bro? Come on. He's like, yeah, I have to, man. You got better tires. I was just trying to hold him up. And he did. He held him up good. Good racing right there. Same thing. These two are gonna remain kind of deadlocked here, the 28 and 77. But it means here comes the 0-2 of Stevens. He's been hanging out. The 27 of Under Lagunas. They've been cooling off those tires, and now he got them cooled off. He's gonna start making his lurch and lunge back forward again, as he does have some time to do so. Great time to pick off some positions, especially with this tight cluster of trucks. Going to go side to side, 28 and 77. 28 and 77. Drag race across the line. 77 is going to pull on him. The 28's starting to falter back. You got company, though. Whoa, work the throttle. Wow. So he had to dump the throttle there, the 77. Couldn't get that thing hooked up as we're sitting on that rear bumper. The bumper cam. And the 28's going to take that on the outside. So that's going to, again, look for those passes to change here. Set him up, try to take him on the outside. We got Bell. Bell's attacking all kinds. He's going to get that position away from the 27 of Hunter Lagunas. Hunter Lagunas falling in jeopardy of getting outside of that stage point realm, because he is the 10th position and under fire. Oh, 42, aggressive and invasive. Jumps to the bottom here. We got, 3 wide contact elbows. The 9 truck, Thomas Stevens. Haven't talked enough about him this evening. Let's take a ride on board. We got just a few laps left. Thomas Stevens, take a ride with him as he's looking to get underneath the 77 of Jones. Does so. But it's a cluster. They got it. Jones backing up, though. Look like he overcooked them tires. He can try to hold on. Scotty Stevens doing the same, working that middle to outside line. Going to try to nurse it back to cross the finish line, get as many points as you can. Johnson still checked out. Chris Cummings, he's still in chase. We got Nicholas Slam now holding it down in that 3rd position, trying to snag that podium. Tanner Marr, he's on the hunt in that 4th position. Brian Zimmerman's rounding out that top 5, but just barely, because you got this Narnard fight just still underway of Thomas Stevens, Scotty Stevens, Matt Jones, Larry Bell. The biggest fight's going to be between Thomas Stevens and Scotty Stevens.
The yellow flag is out.
We got yellow flag out. That's going to be end of stage. That's your stage winner. Single fouled out there as these guys are going to come across the line. All right, let's bust out some fun info for all y'all. and see who got what for some cheddar for them points. All right, Johnson leading the way. Okay, so in the end of stage 2 winner is going to be Steve Johnson in the 1 truck, followed by Chris Cummings in the 01. And then third position, Nicholas Lamb in the 67. Tanner Marr in the 4 truck is in that 4th position, mirroring his efforts at the moment. 28 is Zimmy, brings home that top fiver. Scotty Stevens in the 02 is in that 6th position. Thomas Stevens is in the 7th position. Matt Jones is going to get that 8th. 9th position to go to the 42 of Kyle Wellman. And round out your top 10 for the cheddar and stage points is going to be Larry Bell in the 43. Steve Johnson is your race leader and stage 2 winner. We are going to go ahead and send these guys into the pits, get themselves them trucks all decked out, ready to go for stage 3. We're going to take ourselves a break. Be back here to drop the green flag for stage 3. Stick with us.
There's something wrong.
The Avengers are not coming. Who will keep people safe?
Welcome back, you crazy race fans. We got Chris Ballhamus here in the booth, and we got, of course, Front Row ESPORTS 2025 Truck Series here at Texas. Just in case you arriving a little bit late to the show, you're missing a pretty good ones. We got some good dog fights happening out there, some carnage to be had as well. We got trucks still left yet to be reckoned with out here on the track, but the list is getting a little bit shorter here in tonight's races. You got more of a handful and a half, 2 handfuls of trucks here, as we did have a decent field, but had some pretty good contact throughout tonight's race, and they were looking to try to wrap this one up. But stage 3 about ready to go here. Longest run of the night, and of course we're going to have, I can believe, everyone close to being on the same program here. So restart's going to be crucial. We've seen it hard to pass out there this evening. Which means for a very patient and thought out, methodically style of passing through tonight's race. Johnson leading the way. Thomas Stevens in the 9. He's like, man, you didn't give me enough camera time, so guess what? I'm gonna get that camera time now. I'm up in the 2nd position, and he's gonna try to challenge for that race lead. Some of these guys may be doing a little sandbagging in the beginning, kind of holding back, trying to fill it out, see what the program's all about. And
green flag.
That's time to bring it, and they're going to. Johnson, he's going to get that start in that gate as we are green for stage 3. Big jump by Johnson. He's like, I got to go. I got someplace to be. That's that checkered flag. That's this stage. These guys are going to line up all single file, though, just for a moment, as Kyle Wellman knows how fast that 1 truck is. Needs to get there. Needs to close that distance and that gap quick, all right? Because he's not going to allow you to, get there, burn them tires down. get past him, because he'll figure that out. He'll come right back on you. Now we got the 42 gonna go head to head with the 01 of Chris Cummings. Chris Cummings on the outside, but the 42 is gonna have the grip and the launch off. Gets past him, gets cleared, and he's gonna try to just mosey on forward here and close that gap on that one truck. Needs to get out there. 42, Kyle Woman, was your pole sitter and led, I think, all of stage one or most of stage one. And now got to, during flip-flops and this and that, now finding himself back out here style toward the front. And now he's looking to capitalize. He's starting to, barrel down here on this race leader, cutting that time off. But at the same time, that could be Johnson managing his tires, backing up to that bumper. Now he'll start doing some blocking. Still not overdriving his truck, but knowing that Wellman needs to drive the crap out of his truck to close that gap to get there. Now he is. Now let's see what the 42 is going to do with it. 42 is going to change up his arc and his line, but he does have company all right behind him. So once he goes door to door, he's got to know he's got to be able to clear the one, or he's going to bring Nicholas Lamb and Chris Cummings right there to that race lead, and it's going to be a four-way battle for that race lead as opposed to a two-way battle. So here goes a 42. 42 sees a gap behind him, so he's going to take advantage. He's going to get to that left rear. Gets to the left rear, gets rotated underneath him, clears him out. New leader, Kyle Wellman. Wildman Wellman's going to take it over. One's going to get up on his bumper though, and show him a little slap him around, a little 1-2. Comes that Chevy. Oh yeah, buddy. So we'll watch him run, watch him ride, and again see how this is going to play itself out here in the top three. But right now you got Kyle Wellman, Steve Johnson, and Chris Cummings kind of leading the way with Nicholas Lamb right there as well. There we go. Good running. Takes a little bit for everyone to get settled in, right? But now what we do is we're going to start seeing what these tires have to offer for this evening's race, right? And what these drivers are going to do with them. Who's going to be, conservative, a little more conservative, and run this race out. We're going to be looking at, again, actually, let's bring that up. So for anybody who's a little late to the program and needs to be caught up, we got you. We got it. What I'm going to do here is a little something like that. There we go. Beautiful. All right. So let's look over what we already had tonight, what you were late to, okay? So we're looking at stages for this evening. I thought I had it. Guess not. Whatever. Okay, so anyways, here's our format. So again, we have the, get fixed setup, so everyone's running the same. A lot of guys already used our backup truck. 4-cylinder tires, so you have to manage those. But at that pit window, here's the most important part of this run. It's going to be that pit window of 35 to 40 laps. So they're getting right in between that, somewhere around there. So we'll be keeping our eyes on that. That's going to be a green flag stop, and will these guys be able to get there? But of course, we do have a moment here. Let's bring up our sponsor, Moser Racing, Truck Racer, W Energy Drink, Dr. Race Graphics, and of course, Starlings, brought to you by the Stars. W Energy Drink, awesome stuff right there. Moser Racing, if you're looking for some tech, need to upgrade your stuff, definitely look into Moser. Great pricing, phenomenal gear, really look. And of course, we have those links down below in the description to save yourself 20%. That's a lot of money, especially on some of this gear. All right, so you got a good battle in there, possibly happening between that 77. Jones is just trying to put on a fight with all kinds of guys here seeing this heat. Now he's in the battle with the 4 car of Tanner Marr, and that's going to cluster him up even further. We do. Larry Bells, he's right here. Oh, backed out. Sorry, my bad. Rupik Jr. So the 72, he's looking for that caution because he's that first car lap down. He needs that. He was a pretty fast truck he has something to offer in tonight's race, and I know that's what he's looking for. So watch him to be on his best P's and Q's and just look for somebody else to cause that issue. And hopefully he can just sneak back into this thing at the end and score a good finish. But right now, the leaders are staying lined up, single file, got the top 4 here. Kyle Wellman's leading the way, Steve Johnson, Chris Cummings, and Nicholas Lamb. All these guys are, just kind of staying evenly gapped, trying to get that nose, plenty of air, get plenty of grip. Hunter Lagunas in that 5th position, kind of riding in that bubble, if you will. And then right in front of him, we got battle underway. Jones gonna go for the 28. Gets underneath, clear. And the 28's gonna get on his bumper, give him a shot all the way down the backstretch here. Trying to keep them gapped in front of those guys behind him. That's what we're looking for. Try to get and stay in front of those dudes. Whoa, 28 looked like he might have got a little bit of that fence there on his exit. Jones looking good. Now rolling himself up into that 6th position and looking for more here. Possible top 5 out of this 77 Jones camp this evening. We'll see. But so far, looking pretty good. Oh yeah, he's barreling on in. Thomas Stevens looked like he's falling off pace here, but this is gonna be your clusters, and then Tanner Mars leading this one. So I believe these guys are gonna kind of ride together. You got the 72 of Danny Rupik. He's tight on this group, and it's like, but he don't want to be here. He don't want to be, tight on this group because he don't want to be that caution. He needs the caution. He don't want to be it. Wellman's still leading the way. They're lined up single file here. We're going to crank out some laps. That's exactly what's going to go down here. They're going to get some of these laps under their belts and throw some rubber on the track. As this race is starting to settle on down, including the along with the sunset. So track's going to change. See a lot of shade in the track. That's going to change your grip levels, and you're going to want to adjust for that. And so far these guys are doing perfect work up here. Exactly what you need to do. Maintain your race pace and let her go. Let her eat. And let's see what lap we are on after pits. Well, you can just do the math. So we're at 20 laps right now, 21 laps in. So we're looking at pit stops somewhere in the next 15 laps. So look for pit strategies to start playing their role, I would think, probably like lap 115, right? No, 105, 110. Yeah, sorry. 105, 110. That's going to be our pit strategy. And they have to be able to make it from there. No, if we're only running 30, then I think they may have to. So this could be a field strategy race. This could be a 2-stopper. It is a 2-stopper if they're only getting 35, 40 laps per. So then tires shouldn't be a huge issue, on this 75% fuel allowance, because you're not going to have enough time out there on track to really burn them off. But you can. We're just seeing some drivers on track that take their tire wear down to in the 40s in a 20+ lap run. So look for that to start rearing itself up here. Johnson, and we got battle happening. 67 of Chris Cummings in the 01. So the 01 starting to slow down. Johnson's staying right with Wellman. So we know who's pacing what and driving similar lines when we're starting to see the gaps forming between the leaders even. So we're going to have Wellman leading the way with Johnson staying right there fixed on his bumper. And Cummings here is going to be now just kind of falling off a little bit with the 67 of Lamb. But here comes Hunter Lagunas. When I thought he was backing up, he really wasn't. He was slowing it up. He was saving enough because that's what he needs. So he's managing the gap and his time on track. Now he's gaining. He's gaining fast too. And this is your Raptor Race Graphics mechanic right here. This is the guy who puts it all together. And now he's trying to put together a really good run as he got a loose off for the 01. He's going to go ahead and stack him up. Oh, the 67 got a little nervous there on his wiggle and entry in. That slows him up. That will let the 27 continue his run and fight on the 01 of Cummings. So, but he lost a little bit of that battle at the moment. But he's going to go back at him again. Now he's going to be able to clear him now. Gets a good run, good diver, and he had the 01 kind of push in there a little bit further than maybe that he was originally doing in turn 1. Now as we start seeing the lines separate a little here through the 42 and the 1, you're going to see some different entries and exits, and that's going to be how you're going to be able to maintain and manage your tire wear. And that'll show you the difference of how you work these fixed setups and get everything out of your tire. Wellman leading the way, but we have Johnson Flight Services trying to soar to new heights here and get himself into that P1. He's almost there in points. I think if he can win tonight's race, he will be top of the charts for the Truck Series. And I think he's like in top 5 for Cup, so he's having himself a really, really good year. He's looking for more. Still climbing. Now, I do see Lagunas, though. Lagunas is tracking. He is tracking something fierce. So, he has moved up, and he has, look at the run he is getting through the center. Almost like he got a little break there, which would be smart. So, see his exits. His entry and exit's different. He's apexing through the center. So he's going to go kind of lift, feathers it right there. And these guys are staying in that throttle pretty hard. He's going to roar it off. Now let's see how he's going to take this one. Now watch Johnson and then. So actually those are very similar. Kind of sets it. It feels like he's sitting in on the right rear a little bit more. I like it. Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
My man, how you doing?
I'm good.
Hold on, let me see if I can hear you here. I'll make sure you're good. We got stuff flying around right now. We got Dylan Banks joining in a little, obviously really late as we are in stage 3 at lap 107. Kyle Wellman leading the way. Hey, dog, how you been? We missed you last week.
Yeah, I've been good, man. Grandma's not doing good, so that's why I've kind of missed.
Oh, no. Oh, man.
But got to be grateful, man. Got to be positive. That's all you can do.
Right. Absolutely. Well, prayers will be out there for Grandma and everything, man. Guaranteed. Okay, here we go. Green flag stops. Kyle Weber bringing them in. Leaders in. And he's bringing in the rest of them. So we have Nicholas Lamb, Matt Jones, Chris Cummings. Those guys are going to stay out. So Wellman, Lagunas, Larry Bell. There he is. Thomas Stevens. All these guys are going to try to stay on this leader strategy here. So very curious to see how this is all going to unfold. But yeah, our race leader goes ahead and takes us on into pits. Got to race off pit road. Hunter Lagunas and Johnson. Johnson staying out. And we got to burn him down just a little bit further. Already, maybe pitted a little bit earlier. I think we may have missed it. Chris Cummings is leading the way as green flag stops have commenced.
I know one thing, Sean, is This pit road exit here it is rough. I don't know about the trucks, but I do know that the Cup, man, you get loose one good time, you're going up the track and bringing out a yellow, causing a caution for sure.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, yeah, it's a transition. You know, it's like it's so abrupt. Oh, here we go.
It is.
We got trucks trying to mosey on out. Shoot. All right, so I'm just getting caught back up here as we are getting everyone in and out of pit road. Our race leader is going to bring it in. No, actually, Nicholas Lamb is our race leader. So he's staying out, maybe banking on the caution. I don't know. He had himself a top 4, top 5 truck, top 3, top 5 truck, at least. So I don't know if I'd want to take that gamble. I'd want to, get in there. Don't lose that much time on that race leader, especially since we have had, now a lot of some cautions. Some trucks out, but a lot of green flag running with space to run out there.
That's a bunch of different strategies.
Oh, absolutely. And right now, I'm just trying to sort everybody back out one more time. But maybe Lamb short pitted. I think he did short pit us. I'm going to bring up our pit analysis here, our Larry Macker, if you will. And see if we can kind of time. It's a lap. There we go. All right, so yeah, we just see everyone just finishing up, and we're seeing their positionings. So gaining 18 positions. Wow, good stuff right now. It's our biggest mover, our race leader. So lap 77, and then so he has yet to pit. Right?
I think right now they're just banking on a caution.
Right.
At this point, you kind of made your bet, staying out a little bit longer with, 45 to go just about. It's going to be hard to catch the leaders, so I think they're just banking on the caution.
Yeah, but that's crazy because he had himself a really good truck. I don't know if I would have played that card, If I had myself if I was a top 10 or less, maybe, but... I don't know.
Hey, you might be saying that. You might be saying that until a caution does come out.
Right. Right. Yeah. They could surprise us, but right now, it just seems like we're all spread apart pretty good, and things have really fanned themselves out in tonight's field. So again, we're going to look for that single car or single truck caution, but at the moment, I don't see anything dicey being thrown down on track, and I'm only seeing maybe a dozen trucks left yet to run that are still left on track.
Yeah, I think Steven Johnson's the first one, or pitted the earliest, and he's got a half a second lead over Wellman, and Wellman's got about a half a second lead over Laguna. So I think it's going to be within them three that's going to win this race, but never know. Anything can happen.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like I said, and here comes at 67 of Nicholas Lamb relinquishing the lead to Brian Zimmerman. Oh, Zimmy, your points leader is now in that P1. Right when I was talking about how these boys are going to have some time to capitalize and get some points on this race leader, he's flipping the script. He is making his way forward here and up now 7 positions as he had himself a little bit of work to do starting, like that 8th, 9th position, something like that. But he was able, he's been able to maintain pace here and work himself up through the field. Now we're rocking that P1 with Tanner Marr. We're lucky. We got some seconds behind, but Scotty Stevens is in pits. So we got Scotty Stevens rolling the truck on in, getting his 4-fish field goods. Now again, here's a question for you, Banks. I mean, could these guys get in tires even though they lost a tremendous amount of time, depending on the fall off?
Ooh, Laguna's in the wall hard. Oh, he might have wheel damage. He hit it hard. He hit it a ton.
Gotta look this
you might want to
over.
go back and show that replay for sure. That was a pretty good lick right there.
I'm gonna wind it back here there it is. So here goes Lagunas in 27. He's gonna come out of 2. Treacherous tube. Ow! Yeah. That's gonna pancake the crap out of that thing. And
I don't think he's got wheel damage, surprisingly.
Yeah, but I wonder what kind of. I know that these things are very similar to the trucks in general. and you need that right rear to be flared out like it's supposed to be. So you start flattening and messing that up, that's really going to start screwing the handle up of this truck.
I'll put it into perspective, Tron. I was doing an AA Open earlier, a couple days ago. I think it was yesterday, actually. I barely touched the wall coming out of 1 and 2, and it gave me wheel damage. Guess how much time I had of damage when I came down pit road?
Probably 50 minutes.
8 seconds.
Oh, wow. That's it, huh?
8 seconds is enough to give you wheel damage, I guess.
Wow.
That's all it takes. It don't take much.
Well, I have noticed that. Oh, we got Zimmerman pitting. He's out of fuel. Zimmerman is out of fuel. I just heard him whistle by. He is completely out of fuel.
Man.
Oh.
At least he made it down pit road.
Yeah, he did. And Larry Bell, I think he just pitted too. Man.
They were stretching it, that's for sure.
A little too far, right?
Yeah. They were trying to get every bit of it they could.
Johnson leading the way, Kyle Wellman in that second position. So now Wellman is closing in. And let's see if he has had the truck tonight. He has had that hot rod, but Johnson's been mirroring the efforts of Wellman. And I know, Johnson pretty well when it comes to him and his race shenanigans.
Yeah,
okay?
well, he'll give you 30 air, that's for sure. He's going to make it nearly impossible for Wellman and Lagunas to get around him. That's for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. But like earlier, he let the 42 by and then stuck right with him, right? And so it's like that's what he does though. And he won't show you everything until the end, and then that's when he comes flying around you. If he has to just pace with you for a bit. But right now he's got a great exit out. He's showing lots of speed. Kyle Wellman is starting to close that gap, showing us a different line in tonight's race here. Kind of similar to what Lagunas was running earlier here, especially in this 1-2 combo.
Hey, he's kind of trying to dominate 1 and 2. I don't know if you've seen that. He's kind of dominate 1 and 2 to try to get that good exit off and try to get that draft. He's got his draft right now. But if he can get on his bumper of Steven Johnson's and get to that left rear, he can get him loose and get him up the track. Oh, man, Steven Johnson got in the grass right there.
He's trying to cool off his tires, right?
Oh, yeah. But he did the wrong tires, so he needs to do the right sides.
You get the right sides down there, you're going to have some issues. Start calling him Earnhardt.
Yeah.
Right now, he's still managing the gap, and that's also the other thing too. Maybe he was looking in their rearview mirror, checking to see how far out he was ahead, because he wants to keep that 42 driving hard. He wants to keep him where he feels like he's gaining. I'm almost there, right? And he's gonna, before you know it, you're over driving your stuff. But we got the 0-2, and he's gonna be a lap down to Scotty Stevens. So he's a lap down at the moment here to Johnson.
Well, you know how Steven is. He's very smart and he's got good race cars. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
I mean, we seen it at Bristol. I was right behind him. I could not get around him. No matter what I did, he was just doing everything perfect. He rarely makes mistakes. And he's in the perfect position right now. He's got the clean air. He's feeding that dirty air to Wellman. It's going to be hard for Wellman to get around him, no matter if he's got fresher tires or not.
Yeah, absolutely. These guys need a caution. Probably one of the most of them all is going to be Scotty Stevens, one, because he just got his lap back, raced it, and got his lap back the hard way around the leader. Brian Zimmerman, lap down right now. Tanner Marr, lap down. Thomas Stevens, lap down. Daniel Rupik Jr., same. All right, so these guys are in dire straits of a caution to get themselves at least one of them get back on the lead lap, and then the rest of them can battle for it. But bring that pack back together. But right now, you're looking. There's a lot of drivers out, and of tonight's race. But so it's going to be a good finish for if you can, bring it home. You bring it home, and you got some speed in the truck. You're going to get a top 10.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good points. I do want to shout out the viewers out there, by the way, Sean. You got some comments.
Right on.
Yeah, some guy was, I think it was Wellman actually. He said, "Keep it up, Tron."
Oh, we
He
all
said,
bought
"Doing a
it?
great." Yeah, he said doing a great job. And then we got Tim Taylor in the comment section. He said asking, "How do I get in this league?"
Well, my man, you know, shoot, dude. Now, what it is, though, okay, so you're going to have to go outside. You're going to get yourself one of them big old huge spotlights, okay? Now, check this out. Now, you're going to put yourself a little FR on that thing, like Batman does, okay? And you're going to fire that Joker up. And I swear, we're going to come flying in like Batman, dude. Front row rescue is what it's going to be. All right, we're going to rescue up. We're going to get you in this. I'm just kidding. So you're basically just go over to Front Row Esports iRacing on Facebook. Message Tom, and he gets you squared away. And actually, he was in tonight's race, but he decided to park her early. But since he's going to park her early, we're still going to show them details. As you go in and contact this man right here, check the spelling, and he'll get you on in there. There we go.
Absolutely. We want as many people to come in as possible
Yeah.
and join this quick league, man. It's some great racing every week with Cup and Trucks.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
are
we have all
always
kinds of
looking
fun.
for people to join both leagues.
Well, I mean, in our defense, though, we've been, you know, this thing's been going for years and years and years. We should have our stuff together by now, you know. But even then, we still screw it up, and it's all good. It's all good. We still have a good time doing it.
Everybody makes mistakes, but I will say this league is absolutely phenomenal. Since day one that I joined, it's been nothing but love from everybody. Everybody races with a great racecraft. It's one of those leagues that you want to be in,
Yeah.
for sure. And we would love to have anybody that
Yellow
wants to
flag
join.
is out.
Oh, yellow!
What happened?
Oh no, this changes everything right here.
I have no idea what yellow flag why it came out. I'm gonna try to see what happened here, but I don't see anybody sideways. You see anybody sideways?
I do not. Interesting.
Understand. Yeah, I don't see anyone sideways, so shoot. Just gonna looking through. It's kind of weird.
I'll go and ask.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind to get the skinny on that one. All right, John's still leading the way. We are gonna have ourselves a caution, a mystery caution, if you will. Might have been some debris on the track. I'm not sure, but Johnson is leading the way. We are gonna take ourselves a quick break, get this field caught up, get themselves them last services of the night, but we may see controlled chaos unleashed. So stick with us. We got a huge restart upon us.
Oh, we see it. We see it, Sean. It was Tanner Marr. It was Tanner
Oh.
Marr and Rupik. No, not Rupik. It was Tanner Marr. And who is this right here behind him? Trying to see who that is. Oh, that Nicholas Lamb. It's Tanner Marr and Nicholas Lamb.
67
3 and
Nicholas
4.
Lamb, huh? Okay. I was
Yeah.
trying to rewind it because I don't have him on my thing. It did not show it at all. There it is.
Wow.
Oh, well, maybe not. All right, anyways.
Skip it.
All right, yeah, we're going to take a break. Let these guys get caught up. We'll be back here in just a moment. Stick with us.
We have apprehended a dangerous experiment. Where is he?
He escaped.
He is trying to find the police cruisers.
He took the red one.
What hideous planet is caught in your crosshairs?
Shooting star! I wish for a friend. Like a best friend.
What the hell?
He's so cute and fluffy.
He is your responsibility. Got it.
We promise.
Yeah.
Get down from there.
Look like an angel.
No. Control him. Hey, what are you doing? No. Dogs on the table.
You sure that's a dog?
Yeah.
Rough.
We are are not keeping this thing.
Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind
Or forgotten.
Stitch that.
Sometimes family isn't perfect. That doesn't mean they aren't good. That was close. I don't think you're supposed to drink that.
Agent Cobra Bubbles, we have a blue dog to catch.
Cobra! No, wait!
No. I'm gonna give you to the count of 3, Stitch. 1.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are getting ready to go back green here in Texas for Front Row Esports 2025 Truck Series, and we big bag Texas, and we're going to try to show us a good finish here with coming up to maybe 30 laps left in tonight's run, less than that. So we're 25, almost inside the 20. Steve Johnson is going to select the outside as we are going to have a green flag start. Up and at him one more time. Kyle Wellman all over the bumper of the 2700 Lagunas. We had a much needed caution for some of these guys, and some of these guys didn't want it. But right now we're going to hopefully see some pretty decent battling throughout the field. Everyone back on some 4 fresh field goods. Got enough fuel to make it. Everyone should be rocking and rolling from here. See him back on the same strategies. Back Brian Zimmerman and Nicholas Lamb. Lamb and I believe Tanner Marr got into it earlier. That's probably the caution. Here comes 67. He's going to bring it into pit road. Oh, Wellman is slowing up.
Oh, man.
He does.
Wellman is all over that bumper.
Wow. 40. We're going to bring it back in. And there goes the 42 into the 1. Driver in there. The 42 is going to, the 1 car is going to drive it off. 1 truck's going to drive off. And that's going to stall up the Wellman. Wellman, he's going to get overtaken by Hunter. The goodness in the 27.01 of Chris Cummings and Scotty Stevens. Huge fight to be had. Here comes Matt Jones as well. Holy bejesus. It's about to get nasty out there. What do you got?
Yeah, I mean, Laguna, Steven Johnson just about got into it too out of 3 and 4. But you see a lot of guys, what they do on the triable, they try to keep it as low as possible because you don't want them to get to the bottom of you and get to that bottom lane going into turn 1 and turn 2. And that's exactly what Steven Johnson's doing right now.
Oh, look at the 42! Big wig on the center! He almost lost that truck right into the 01. We've seen that tonight as well. We've seen a truck get loose on the bottom there and hook it up and, man, take out some really good trucks. Woo! 42's going to barely clear. 01's going to die!
Oh,
whoa! Big blocking.
Wow. These guys are not playing around.
No, man, we got to go. We're almost inside the 20. We got no time to mess around and get up, give up those positions. It's so hard to pass, and these guys have learned this throughout the race tonight that they're going to have to get there. They're going to have to get there now. 01 of Cummings here. He's trying to get that thing on the bottom and get that thing off, get that exit. But the 42 is pinching them down, and this is where we've seen catastrophe happen with the outside line pinching down that inside line, and then the nose of the inside line that truck just takes off and it wipes them both out. So right now we got a good drag race, good battle between the 01 and the 42. The 27 of Hunter Lagunas is, he's got trouble all over his bumper, buddy.
He's got big pressure right now. Steven Johnson, he is absolutely loving this. He said, keep on racing, boys. Let me pull away.
Oh, contact. 42 hard in the wall.
Oh, in the wall, they're wrecking. Oh, Wellman's around in the grass.
There he goes.
Big wreck.
There he goes. Big wrecking. Oh,
man. It was a matter of time, John. It was a matter of time.
Yeah, absolutely. See this one happening. See this one going down. Watch this. So this is all banging. 01 and the 42. and then he just gets knocked out the groove. He slams the fence so freaking hard right there. He comes down. The 01 tried to back up. He does, and then slides down and collects the 28. Oh, Zimmerman.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Zimmerman's going to slide back up the track. 43 is going to get on his brakes. 43 is trying to whoa and slow it all up. Look at it sliding across the line. This is sick right here. It looks pretty awesome. Then the 9's going to try to. He's like, I didn't want to get a part of this, but I'm going to have to get a part of this. Here we go. Launching through the infield, doing some Dukes of Hazzard. You know, the 43 is. Oh, this is fantastic. Whoa! And then you got, who was that masked man? Was that? No, the 42 slamming the fence. And then, that was Thomas Stevens. He was shooting down the bottom, almost collected him again. So all kinds of crazy contact right there. Wow.
Chaos, man. Chaos. Wellman's truck is probably destroyed.
Oh,
after that.
Yeah.
He took 2 huge licks to the wall.
And I believe he does not have a fast repair. Yeah, he's crab walking.
I got some pitters.
Uh-huh.
If it were me, you know how I am. I want to be on offense. So I'm pitting.
Right.
100%.
Well, there's not. Dude, there's no one left in the field. I mean, more or less. I mean, so it's like, you know, you're gonna be the passing opportunities are gonna be a lot greater than what they were earlier. Absolutely.
That was a huge wreck.
Yeah, it was. Oh, dude, we had some bigger ones earlier. You missed that. That's why we're missing half the damn field, man. All right, because we'd say we just some dar stuff, dude. I was like,
I hate it, man. You know me. I hate missing races.
Oh yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, it was a hell of a Talladega race last week. Absolutely.
I know. I heard I missed a good one. Talladega's always good. I love Super 2A racing. Hate I missed one.
Right. Well, actually, since we're talking about that, let's bring that up for the truck series at least. Let's check out the schedule. What's coming up for next week here, and the following weeks. So we are all the way down over in. I'm looking at like, where are we? Me first. Oh yeah, Texas Motor Speedway. There you go. So bottom right hand or left hand side. Kansas is up next, North Wilkesboro, Memorial Day weekend break, of course, and then we're back at Charlotte Motor Speedway. So going to be some good tracks to be had for the truck series in this 2025 venture. So check out all those cool tracks that they have left still left yet ahead of them. So lots of battling and points to be had. Let's see who's gonna take the cake at the end, huh, Cake Eater?
Oh, we're just started on the season.
All right,
we're not even halfway yet. We're just started, buddy.
Yep. With so a lot of ups and downs still left. Yeah, and that's where we're always willing to bring in, if you have some talent to be put out there on track and you want to come in late to the season, it doesn't mean that you don't have a chance still left yet to win a championship. Coming from my man Dylan Banks, Cake Eater right here himself, who's our 2024 Cup champion from last year, of course. And you came in how many races deep? Half season or something?
Oh, man. It was my first race in front row was Kansas. The first Kansas race.
Okay.
So it would be not this week, but next week.
Oh, yeah. So you were
Kansas next week. So it was like 8 races.
Yeah, 8 races down, man. So, and you came back to just put on a good show and be consistent. Got that championship at the end.
You gotta go back to back, man. You already know the drill.
That's it. Well, here we go. See who's gonna.
Good one right here.
Yeah, let's see. We got a restart ahead of us. About to go green. 15 laps left remaining in tonight's race.
Green.
Johnson with the jump, and Matt Jones in the 77, moving on up, man. All right, go Johnson. Matt Jones, second position. Can he hold on? He's been having himself a fight of a race. Oh, we got Chuck Sideways. The four truck, a Tanner Moore. He holds it. He saves it. Yeah.
But look who's coming with fresh tires, though. Second place,
right.
Laguna. He's got freshest tires.
Jones.
Will he be able to make a move?
77 77 almost self-clears down to the bottom of the 01. The 67 of Nicholas Lamb now working that outside. They got themselves some tires. I wonder if some of these other guys have tires still left yet in the pit, and maybe they're banking on that last caution still and knowing that we're not there yet. But I know Johnson is wishing that we're there yet, but I mean, so far we have Hunter's right there in second position and gaining, but you have such a battle to be had between the 77-01 and the 67, with now the 28 of Brian Zimmerman sneaking his way back in. Some of these guys are desperately needing points. Some of these other guys are trying to continue their points lead on the field. But right now, the 77 just wheeling it all right now on the outside. Look at this.
There. The goodness is there. He's on his bumper. He's there. What's he gonna do? Oh, he's going bottom. Wow, he's gonna take the lead. Oh, Steven Johnson fighting back.
On the outside, he's going to pinch him down. Wicked!
Nunes is there, though. He's there.
He got it to stick. A lot of drivers have been having an issue with that thing sticking on exit of 2 right there, down there low on that bottom. And you see, it stalls him up. Johnson gets around on the outside, and this is where they get stalled up. It looks like they're going to get it. Looks like you're going to clear it, but you don't.
It's going to be hard for them to get around Steven Johnson. He's doing everything right.
Yeah. He's guarding that mid to bottom lane.
Oh, he got loose. He got loose.
Uh-oh.
Lagunas is there.
Uh-oh. This is what he needs.
Clear.
This is what he needs. You gonna clear him? We need a big time clear. With the door open and the 01 backing up, or going forward, the 1 backing up with Brian Zimmerman now into third position. Here we go. 3-way battle for the race lead. 27 out in front. 28 rolls in front of the 1. 10 laps left remaining in tonight's race.
Just as I was saying, he rarely makes mistakes. He made one.
Absolutely. But when he does, you got to capitalize, because you don't get many of those opportunities.
Nope.
Look at Zimmerman. Rocking and rolling, moving forward. Now I'm wondering if these guys left a set of tires in the hauler, in the pits, and they're looking for that last caution, and then get those tires to the very end, and then just do exactly what Hunter did, and Brian Zimmerman both rocketed through the field with those fresh tires. Now if they stays green, those guys are going to look like heroes. Hunter, Brian, all those guys who took tires.
I think even with a call, I get what you're trying to get at. I think even with a caution though, and Steven and all them go down and take tires, I think he's going to be too far back, because there was like 5 or 6 guys that did it. So he's gonna have a hard time getting back up to the front.
Right.
Even with the tires.
But but also in that defense, there's not a lot of trucks left on the lead lap. So
absolutely.
There's going to be a lot of room to fight and maneuver, a lot more room than what there was earlier. Because earlier, everyone gets stalled out.
I know one thing right now, Tron. We got some beef on the track right now.
Cool. All right. That's what a little bit of drama.
It's heating up though with Zimmy and Lagunas, so this ain't over. Coming to 6 to go.
Now, last week's race winner is going to try to go back to back here in trucks. Let's see if he can do it. How awesome would that be? Zimmerman has really been lighting the candle of this 28 team, and he's been doing some really stellar work in this 2025 attack on his on this venue.
He's trying, man. He's trying anything he can. He just tried the top and wanted to. Oh, Laguna's in a wall. That just opened the door up for Zimmy right there.
That's gonna blow him up. That's gonna blow him up. Now can he pinch him down? No, he's gonna send it in there. He's gonna cross him up. There he goes. Cross him over. Now he's gonna get back to the bottom. Then he's gonna try to send him up. Here we go. Drag race down the backstretch. 100 Lagunas in the 27 and the 28 on the outside.
Lagunas is back clear again. That's what I'm saying. All it takes is one little mistake.
Yep.
And Zimmy's trying to get back to his outside right here.
Yeah, but Lagunas did that proper. He rode it up through that center so he can set himself up for that crossover, knowing that Zimmy was going to be coming with the head of steam, and let him push himself up the track, and then he just moved right back around him, took that preferred line.
That was a phenomenal move by Lagunas. He knew the slide job was coming. He let him pull the slide job, got on the brakes a little bit, got it rotated, pointed it back down, got in the throttle, and it showed.
And right
Smart
now,
driver, man.
Yeah, one truck, Johnson backing up. We got nothing left out of that one truck. Jones the same. They're trying to hold on for that top 10. Some trucks had to pit, so we see trucks in pit lane just coming out of pits. 18, Brian Beach still in it, or was. But Lagunas leading the way.
Okay.
2 laps left remaining. What's up?
Zimmy looks really good in 3 and 4. He's struggling in 1 and 2 though, a little bit. He just cannot get that clean air. When he gets it, he's not getting it. Oh man!
Lost it! Oh, into the fence.
That might be all she wrote.
Yeah,
right
it is
there.
all she wrote. He hit that thing hard.
Oh! Somebody spinning back there.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he saved it. Oh my God! Steven Johnson just got into somebody right there.
No kidding. I didn't see it.
White flag there.
We're looking at it. Hunter Lagunas taking the white flag in the 27 truck, whipping this thing around. Brian Zimmerman stuffed that thing into the fence, backed himself up. Don't think he's going to be able to get there. I believe it's going to be an all Lagunas run tonight. So and he is the biggest mover of tonight's race, starting in the back of the pack, late to the show, and shows up when it's much needed and at most needed at the end. Congratulations, number 27, Hunter Lagunas. Your race winner.
That was a hell of a job right there, Sean.
Yeah.
Hell of a job.
That was the race. That was the pass for the race window when he passed him back. That was the way to get it done. Really was.
That was
right here.
Oh man.
Here's your.
We got some beef.
All right.
We got some beef on the track right now.
Oh man, hold on.
Oh man. Oh man.
We
got beef.
Well, we'll see. This is your pass and your race-winning pass right here. Passed him back. And let's go see what kind of beef we got going on.
Yeah, Rupik and Steven Johnson.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
right
we're
here
going to look at
coming to 3 and 4.
Daniel Rupik. All right, let's rewind this one back. We got to see the drama now. We don't get a chance to see a lot of this in the one truck. So we got contact after. And there's nothing wrong with the little, hey, how you doing? I'm not happy with that or something. But it's the end of the race
we got
here.
a lot of heat.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a heated race.
Just goes to show you how much these guys want it, though, man.
Right. So we got. No, that's the 01. That's the 01 of Chris Cummings.
Oh, is that
Chris
Cummings?
So that's
my
Chris
bad.
Cummings.
My bad.
Yeah. To
Steven Johnson.
To Johnson, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not gonna go over pretty.
Yeah, that is.
But I mean, I get frustrations and stuff, but
yeah, that might be a penalty though, right there.
It might
After
be.
the race is over, reckon somebody like
well,
that.
I mean, I don't know. I see that as rubbing someone for. You didn't run him over, destroy his truck. Maybe Johnson wasn't quite expecting that, That's why he kind of spun him out like that. But I don't know. I know that's a one we have to go back over. But anyways, Hunter Lagunas, your race winner, and here we go. Get your podium up here. That's awesome.
Hell of a job by Lagunas tonight.
Heck yeah.
Hell of a job.
He's gonna burn him down too. Get him done.
The junker.
Man, and the 28 of Brian Zimmerman's going to get that P2, and Steve Johnson's going to get that third position in podium. So maybe he'll give us some insight on it here in the post-race show here in just a moment. But let's go over our quick race results before we get to the post-race show. And just get our official, unofficial results up for the evening. Hunter Lagunas winning tonight's race. Brian Zimmerman gets that second position. Steve Johnson, third. Scotty Stevens In the 02 gets that 4th position, Matt Jones. In the 77, it's a top fiver. Good job for Matt. Chris Cummings in the 01 gets that 6th position. Nicholas Lamb finishes in that top 10. Good job in the 7th position. Larry Bell, 43 also. Tanner Marr and Thomas Stevens, congratulations to them on their top 10 runs.
I'll be right back, Sean.
Yep, got to copy that. But running up in the 11th position is going to be Kyle Wellman in the 42, Daniel Wupek Jr. in the 72, in 12th, 13th, 88 of Chad Meadows, 18 of Brian Beach, 14th position, Chris Spencer in the 15th position, in the 62, the 33 of BJ Mitchell, 16th position, 17th, Dylan Blankenship in the 99, 32 of Thomas Freitas in the 18th position, 8 of Chummy Miller, 19th position, and rounding out your top, I believe no starters. Or bottom no starters, I mean, sorry. But Ana Lagunas, your race winner. All right, let's see if we can get some of this out of the way and get us over in the post-race show. Stand by one, everyone, as we are going to be getting ourselves over to our post-race show. All right, 1 second here as we transfer over. See y'all there? Ah, that's right. That's down. So are those. Perfect. All right, welcome in to Front Row Esports and FRB, and we're a post-race show. We are just getting everything tallied up here. Give us 1 second. All right, looks like we got Dylan Banks. He's out joining us here in the booth, of course, and we're looking for Hunter Lagunas. And get him to rock and roll. Mr. Hunter Lagunas, you got Chris Williams and Dylan Banks in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, congratulations to you on that fat run you had at the end, my man. Shoot, dude, that was impressive. You got the tires at the right time, run the right strategy. How was it on track though? You're also the biggest mover, so you've seen every part of tonight's race.
Yeah, I got home from the gym a little bit later than I wanted to, so I didn't get a chance to qualify or nothing. I loaded in. On the grid, I had like 13 seconds left. I put my brake way down, and I was like, well, just gonna send it. So, first stage, I just sat there in the back trying to learn, feel what the truck was doing through the corners and where to save. And then second stage, just kind of made my way up through the field. And then third stage, I was just along for the ride, really.
Oh, I mean, well, when you timed it out, when did you get your tires, and how did you time that out at the end?
Well, when Wellman had his wreck there on like lap 20, 19, somewhere in there, I didn't know Steven was out of tires, but I guess he was. So I just, like, I had one set left, so I just took him. You know, I had like 30 seconds of wheel damage, so I couldn't get by them as quick as if I wouldn't have had damage, but you know, whatever. Had a really good race there at the end with Zim and Steven. Steven held on for a super long time. I honestly thought I wasn't going to be able to get around him, and then got lucky. And then same with Zim. Zim made a heck of a move going down into one with like 5 to go, and I was able to make a crossover move. But
yeah, talk to us about that crossover move. We were all watching that and had that up on our screens, and then we actually had that as the move of the race for the race win. Was that lap 5 pass as he sent it in on that crossover? You know, walk us through that.
Well, I saw him coming, so I let off like a little bit early just to see if I could get the car load up a little bit more, so I could get some more turn into it, so I could get back in the gas quicker. But yeah, like as soon as I did it, or as soon as he did it, I just let off, kind of like I let him, kind of like what you would do in dirt. Just let him push up the track, and you cut it under him, and hopefully you can carry that run down the track.
I got a question for you too, Lagunas. I know you seen it. You seen him coming in your mirror. You knew he was pulling a slide down there, didn't you?
Well, as soon as he got to the bottom, I kind of figured he was gonna throw it. At the same time, I knew his truck. I wouldn't say I knew, but I had a feeling he wouldn't have been able to, like, the way he drove it in and how shallow he drove it in. I kind of, you know, you kind of just know if a car's gonna stick or not. But
well, and you did the, I mean, the exact same thing I would do. I mean, you did a phenomenal job. You expected a solid job. You knew it was coming. 50-50 knew it was coming. And you got on the brakes a little bit, let it rotate, got it pointed back down, got that huge run off of exit. I mean, did a phenomenal job. You scared us a little bit though with that hit on the wall there coming out of 3 and 4. What was that like, dude? That had to have been pretty nerve-wracking right there.
Yeah, I hit the apron, and then with the wheel damage I already had, it went from being loose to real tight, and then when I hit the wall, I was like, oh, there goes 4/10, and Zim was there going into 1, so it's like, oh shoot, here we go.
So you did have wheel damage from that hit earlier.
Yeah, like, and I don't know, I'd had it for a while. Like when
we know exactly what lap Laguna is because I brought it up to Tron in the during the race. I was like, Laguna just slammed the wall.
Yeah,
that was a hard lift.
Yeah, that was like 30 seconds of wheel damage. But yeah, when Steven and when Wellman after our first and second pit there in the final stage, I would let them go because I knew dang well I couldn't keep up with them because the wheel damage would keep me too tight. But I could get back to them after saving, but I wasn't able to pass them. But so just had to hope and pray that by the end of my run I could get back to them at least.
Well, very impressive on that run because again, that's managing your equipment damaged or not, and you did it perfectly, dude, and brought your truck home in P1, dude. That was such a great run. Impressive final maneuver too. That was a really good textbook crossover. It's beautiful.
Raptor race graphics, baby. You already know.
Absolutely. But congratulations to you anyway. We don't want to take up too much more of your time. But, of course, give your shout-outs before we get you on out of here there, Hunter.
Tanner Marr, Zim, Bell, Carol. Gotta thank all those guys. Scotty. Everyone down there is, helping me a lot. Same with Steven. Honestly, I think Steven and Wellman had better cars tonight. And, they just wasn't in their favor. Pit Lizard Performance, EPI, Raptor Race Graphics. If you need a wrap, let me know. I can hook you up.
That's right. We need to throw that information up for you so they know how to get a hold of you and contact you, my man. That's one thing I haven't got from you yet is a quick connect to your shop.
Yeah, I can throw up I can make a QR code or something.
Perfect.
And I'll send it to you.
But into the meantime, look them up though, Raptor Race Graphics, and you Google that up and you'll find them.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Congratulations to you, my man. Great run tonight, Hunter. Put on one heck of a show, especially at the end. Kept us on the edge of our seats. Phenomenal run.
Congrats, buddy.
Thank you.
You got him, man. Right, that was Hunter Lagunas in the 27 truck. You're tonight's race winner. All right, now we're looking for Brian Zimmerman, P2, but points leader. At the moment, I think he probably will remain our points leader. But what a hell of a run that 28 truck had tonight. Brian Zimmerman, you got Chris Williams and Dylan Banks in the booth. You got a copy?
I'm doing good, boys. How you tonight?
Man, that was a hell of a run you had.
that was a race, wasn't it? Boy, I had a lot of beef after the race tonight. I think there's a lot of ill drivers after that race, but it was fun. We had a good time, and man, what a sexy move Hunter put on me there on that crossover.
Right?
That was an awesome move. That was beautiful. I had gotten some damage when Kyle got wrecked there with about 10 to go or 15 to go, I think it was, and I went and got as much as I could get fixed and came out and was sending it. I just couldn't stick. I had wore the tires out by the time I got to Hunter. It was either make the move there or it wasn't going to happen, and he did just an awesome crossover there. So congrats to him. Great win. He definitely earned it. That was a great race-winning move there. So congratulations to Hunter on that one. But you were just throwing everything at him. You had yourself a pretty hot rod, pretty fast hot rod tonight. And, you kind of got mired in a little bit of traffic. How was traffic out there? And I've seen you lose your nose a few times. Can you walk us through that? Yes.
And how I was trying to talk it through on the – but, I'd like to hear it from a driver's point of view.
Yeah, the push was real, man. You get up behind somebody and it would get tight. Early in the race, when we was on that long run on the last stage, we really made the wrong call. I could stretch it. I knew I could make it to the end. but I don't think that was the winning move. Steven Johnson was about to pit. He was leading, and he was about to pit when we had that caution at lap, I think it was 113. If he had pitted there, we put him a lap down. It was, I think I could have held on and maybe won the race on the fuel strategy, but I don't know if that was the right move. I'm glad the caution came out. I was able to come back around, catch the field, and then make a run there at the end. So it was a lot of fun. It was a great race, but yeah, the car, I mean, you get behind somebody and the push was real. I know if I could have cleared Hunter there and stayed in front of him, I don't know if he could have got back around me. He made the perfect move when he did, and I think he knew it. He had to do the crossover there. It wasn't going to happen because track position was so important to the leader. So congrats to him. He did a great job.
Yeah,
I got a question for you, Zimmy.
Good.
My bad, Sean.
No, you're good.
Zimmy, you've been on one hell of a hot streak here lately, dude. I mean, if you're not finishing first, you're finishing second. And it happened again tonight. How do you use this momentum going into the next couple races and going into the rest of the season? Like, how do you carry this momentum, and how do you keep it up front and get these wins and these podium finishes?
Well, one of the things, we're going for a championship, so we're going to take some chances for if we can get a win, but we're also just trying to be solid run early in the race. We're trying to save. There's no reason for us to be racing for the lead on lap 15. I've, kind of learned I'm just going to ride. I'm going to save my truck, be there at the end. Doesn't always work out that way. You know that as well as I do. Sometimes saving and you get to the end of the race and you finish 20th because you got caught in every caution because you're saving and everybody's running over you. But, we do have some good momentum right now. We're
absolutely
we're finishing at the top. So, we just got to keep that up. And it's a long season, so a lot of things can happen from here to the end. But man, momentum's real. You've seen it. I mean, we'll have 3 or 4 weeks where you'll run really good, and then you'll get every bad break that comes for the next 2 or 3. So I'm just going to enjoy it. We're having some good breaks right now. Everything's falling our way. We're making the right choices, and truck's been fast. So just enjoy it while it's here. We get in the middle of summer, we might hit a dry streak, but that'll be okay too. We'll just keep trying to just dig out of it.
Well, the good news is for you, Zimmy, is you're on such a hot streak right now. You're getting points every race. You're getting big points, so you can afford a bad race. Some of these guys, they have bad races every race. They can't afford a bad race.
Right.
Yep, that is true. That is true. And we'll get to summertime and we'll have to miss a few races with family vacations and stuff like that. Everything will balance out towards the end. And right now, it's just about being solid, staying towards the front of the points, and get to that championship run at the end.
Absolutely. Well, you're doing it superbly, my man. Keep up the good work for sure.
Thanks, man. Well, we appreciate y'all's broadcasts. They're always great. It'll be fun to go back and watch this one. Although I'm probably going to cringe when I watch Hunter make that move, because boy, it was beautiful. And he was in chat with me, and I was telling him all the way down the back straightaway, that was an awesome move, man. Great job.
Well, it was an awesome move by you too, for that slide job. I mean, it almost worked.
It almost worked. I just needed to keep him behind me down the back stretch. If I could have kept him behind me down the back stretch, I think I would have won that race, because I don't think he could have got back around me. Right. But like I said, he made the move when he had to make the move, and he pulled it off. So congrats to him. He totally earned that one. Great job.
Great race at the end, though, bud, for sure. But again, we got some more racing ahead of us, so keep that fire, buddy. Keep that fire.
We'll try to. I think we're off next week, and then we'll be back. So we'll have about a week off.
No, we're racing next week.
Great. Where we at? Do you know?
Kansas.
Okay, Kansas. I'm not too good at these 1.5 miles tonight. I ran pretty good. I've got to get better at these 1.5 miles. So another 1.5 miles. We'll see how we can do.
Nice. It was Kansas too. Worked that outside line, but bottom in the beginning, outside line at the end. Bring her home.
That sounds good, man. I'll do it.
You got it, buddy. You got it. Simple as that, Zimmy. Come on,
Right, that's right.
Congratulations, buddy. Awesome run. Great show you put on tonight. And
thanks, man. We appreciate it,
buddy.
See you tomorrow night.
Congratulations, man.
That sounds good, man. Y'all have a good one. And hey, shout out to Jonathan and Andrew and my nephew Brody and my sister Samantha. And always thanks to my wife. Let me do all this racing. She's never complained. She loves that I have a fun hobby. So I appreciate her letting me race and not ever complaining about it. But hey, thanks for y'all in the broadcast booth, guys. Y'all always do a great job. We appreciate appreciate y'all sacrificing. Y'all could both be out here running with us. Y'all are both super fast, so I know you are sacrificing being in the booth, but we do appreciate it.
Now, you know, someone's got to take one for the team, all right, to get this show out, all right?
And y'all do it, man, and we appreciate it.
Yes, sir. My pleasure.
Appreciate
You're
y'all,
welcome,
man.
buddy. You're welcome.
Y'all have a great week.
You too, buddy.
You too, buddy. See you tomorrow night, man.
See you, buddy.
What a good run for Zimmy. And, you know, outstanding cat that guy is, too. I'll tell you what.
Absolutely.
So, congratulations to that P2, Brian Zimmerman. And we got Steve Johnson up in the house.
That is right.
Yeah! Mr. Steven Johnson. You got a copy. You got Chris Williams and Dylan Banks in the booth. First of which, we want to congratulate you on your P3. And second, we want to know what was the beef about, my man?
I mean, P3 was good. I mean, we were in a position to win the race. When that caution came out on 26, that was actually my lap. I was going to pit there. Like, I had it already pretty much planned out for 40 laps. And I was going to pit that lap, and that's when the caution came out. So, kind of ruined all the fun because I had I felt like I was in the best position to kind of win the race there. And caution comes out, and of course, that throws all that out the window. So, just didn't have the tires on the one of those last cautions. I think whoever pitted in 43, 44, somewhere around then, they had 10 lap pressure tires, and you just can't hold them off on that. So,
did you have another set?
No, that was it. I was out. If I had a set, I was going to take them, but no, that was that. I mean, if you ran 4 laps on this track, you'd want to come in and take tires.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I really don't understand the beef. I mean, with 4 to go, he threw a block. And it was a late block. We made contact. I backed out of it, gave him space, ran him back down 2 laps later. I made another move to the inside. It was a clean move. I don't know if you saw it on the broadcast or not, or you can pull it up, but I made another move to the inside. I was there, and he came down and basically, sent himself up to the wall off my bumper. And it just, you can't just be a pushover. Like, there's no intent to be dirty. There's no trying to run dirty. Like, I didn't, send it in there super hard, run him over or anything like that. I had run, was on the inside. I was there. He decided that I was not there. So the consequences are what they are. I mean, it is what it is, and I've got no beef, and I'm happy to just keep running clean the week after that next week. But if he wants to run into me after the race, that's his choice, and that's just a reflection on him as a driver. So it is what it is. No big deal. We're gonna move on. We'll go try to win some more races. Copy
that, my man. Well spoken by Mr. Steve Johnson, of course, coming out of your camp. Expect nothing less. But man, you're on fire. You're on fire this year. You're in both Cup and Truck. And I mean, I don't know, man. If I had to be a betting man, if I had to put some money on something this early in the season, I'm gonna be kind of leaning on that one of Steven Johnson to pull the sweep between the two, because you're looking hot in both, bro.
Don't put too much money on there, just because the schedule might be changing here in a couple months. So we'll just kind of see how it goes.
All right. I'm just gonna keep that. I'll help to keep that fire stoked as I can with you, because you're doing phenomenal work out there.
You know what I've been hustling towards, and some of those doors are starting to open. We're just gonna go with that.
Congratulations on hopefully.
We'll talk off the broadcast.
Yeah, absolutely. But anyways, buddy, congratulations to you on your run. Love having you. Great show you put on tonight. I mean, especially you put the 2 tires in the grass. We've seen that. That was good.
Did you all catch the crossover that Hunter and Zimmy did on each other? That was sexy.
Oh, we did.
Great.
Oh, we
did.
Good
Lord.
That was a great battle.
I figure if I can't win the race, might as well get a good seat to watch.
That was a good seat to watch. Absolutely. It's a point we got to replay it at the end. That was a move of the race right there. That was just
it was. That was pretty cool. So
yeah, but what a great run, man. Like I said, you put on a really good show. You fitted them off something fierce, dude, and led bunches of laps. Yeah, like I said, I thought it was your race to win as well, but yeah.
I mean, I'll even say, Tron. I mean, Steven can attest to this too. I mean, you're not going to go out there and win every race.
No.
But the thing you can do every race is put yourself in the best position to get maximum points. And
bingo.
Steven does that every week. I do that I try to do it every week. I mean, that's what it takes, and that's what it takes to get to the championship.
You guys are doing it, man, in superb fashion. So again, keep up the great work. Keep up the good show. Loving it. Congratulations.
As long as we're putting on a good show, that's all that matters.
Yep. And that's why I'm always stoked when you show up, because I know I'm going to get a show out of you. If it gets single file, you get bored easily, and you know that we like to have something to talk about. So,
yeah happens.
Buddy. Congratulations.
All right, appreciate y'all putting on the broadcast as always. We'll see you next time.
You got it.
Yes, sir, buddy.
Thanks, John.
I'll see you.
Mr. Steve Johnson, you're P3. All right, my man. What a fun race tonight. You know, unfortunately, you missed some of the most exciting stuff. You know?
Oh, I hate it, man. We're gonna be here next week, though, buddy. That's like we go. And the Cup Series is tomorrow night. Make sure viewers, y'all tune in tomorrow night for the Cup Series at Texas. We're gonna put on a show.
Yeah, we thought there's gonna be a lot more cars, a lot more talent. Oh man, I think it's gonna be just as hot of action, if not. I think it's gonna be a lot more. So yeah, it'll be some good stuff.
Absolutely, man.
And well, I'm gonna get on out of here, everyone. Hunter Lagunas, tonight's race winner. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in for tonight's race. Again, all this brought to you by Moser Racing, Truck Racer, W Energy Drink. We have Raptor Race Graphics, and of course, brought to you by the Starlink. Thanks so much for the amazing picture. And of course, everyone, if you like what you've seen tonight, hit that like and subscribe. Really appreciate the support. And don't forget to hit the notice, because when we get on, we don't get on here much, but when we get on here, we're on and we're going. So you want to have that bell notifying you. But again, and of course, thank you, Dylan, for showing up, bud. Appreciate you. Better late than never.
That's right, buddy. That's right.
But my man, all right. Thank you, everyone, and we will see you tomorrow night. Stay tuned. We out.
Another one bites the dust. Steve walks further down the street with the brim pulled